guys, it's Drawlaw here, and today I'm going to be going over how I draw a face. I'll be covering the proportions and the sketch guidelines I use to help me make sure I get everything in the right place. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a like to let me know you enjoyed the video. So first things first, we're going to get started with a circle. This is going to be the base of the head, and it's super easy. I'm just using this roll of tape to help me get it perfect, but if you think you can manage to draw a perfect circle, you can go ahead and skip the tape. So I'm just going to place it where I want the top of the head to be, and I'm just going to go ahead and outline it. Easy peasy so far, right? Okay, so now that we have this guideline, we are going to be adding 2 lines on the sides to be like the sides of the face. Then we're going to connect these lines into a point that will be the chin. You can make it however pointy you want. Sometimes I make my chins rounder, sometimes I make them more angular. For this one, I decided to make it a little bit more pointier just because of the one on the left, I made it more rounder. So I wanted to give you guys some options to show you that you can really play around with the different features and get different kinds of looks, which is my favorite part in drawing. Always experimenting and coming up with new things. So once you're happy with the way that looks, I'm going to be narrowing the face a bit, just because when I draw girls, I like to make their faces a little bit smaller than when I would draw a guy. So after doing this guideline, I'm just gonna make it a little bit narrower by bringing the lines a little bit closer to each other, and I think making the top of the head smaller as well. But yeah, that part isn't necessary, it's just a personal preference. Now we're going to be splitting the face in half. This is going to help us be able to tell something goes on this side and something goes on that side. That way we don't get confused and it looks off center. Once we do that, we're going to draw 2 more lines, this time going horizontally across the face. This is going to tell us where our eyes are supposed to be, where our nose will be, and then after we see where the eyes and nose are, we'll just draw the mouth. And it's easy peasy. So now moving on to the eyes. If you guys want a more detailed way on how to draw eyes, then I recommend checking out my How to Draw Eyes video. I'll link it down below in the description or up in the eye if you want to check it out. But I'll just quickly go over how I do it. I draw 2 circles, then I draw the tops and I thicken the tops, and then I draw a circle in the middle and a line in the bottom. Then I draw a dark pupil, and I'll add 1 circle next to the pupil to be a highlight, to make it all cutesy. Okay, then if you want, you could add eyelashes. Like if it's going to be a girl, then you could add eyelashes. I love adding eyelashes. It's always so much fun to try to do different kinds of shapes with eyelashes. Now I'm doing the nose. I start off with a circle sketch, and then I'll thicken the top part, and then I'll draw in 2 sides, and then I draw 2 little bumps to be the nostrils. If my hand's covering anything or you guys ever get confused, you could always look to the picture in the right. I drew it the exact same way, like I'm going through the same steps as I did with this one, so it's the same thing. But I do change some stuff up, like now I'm going to be drawing the mouth. But instead of drawing a closed mouth like I did in the one to the left, I wanted to show you guys that you could also draw an open mouth. So I just drew this kind of U shape, I guess. Yeah, and now I'm just drawing a little bump to be the teeth and little tongue. Then I also shade the inside because normally the inside of the mouth is darker than the tongue because it's on the inside. So yeah, okay, we are almost there. Next thing is we're going to be moving on to the eyebrows. And the eyebrows are super important because they help with expression. Like if your eyebrows are angry, you can tell the person's angry, sad, embarrassed. There's so many different expressions. Like imagine if there were no eyebrows in the character, it would be so hard to tell. The thing is, it's always hard for me to get my eyebrows symmetrical, so it took me a few tries. I just do a line like this little curved line, and then I thicken it depending on how thick I want it to be. Sometimes I'll make my eyebrows pointier, sometimes I'll make them rounder, sometimes I'll make them thinner, sometimes thicker. It all depends. See, all these things that I'm doing, you can change them up to make them your own. And that's really what makes a character a character. So now I'm doing the ears. Super simple. I just do like this little half circle, and then on the inside I draw some squiggly lines. Honestly, I've seen different kinds of lines drawn on the ear. I don't think it really matters too much. I think mine kind of looks like one's like an H and the other one's like a backwards H. But yeah, if that helps you. Now the neck. I know a lot of people like to do thin necks, especially for girls. I don't like to do them too thin because I think it makes the head look like a bobblehead. So I'll make it not too thin, but also not too thick. Somewhere right in the middle. Now I'm pretty much finished with the sketch. I'm going to ink this in. That way you guys can see what it will look like as a semi-wet finished product. And yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the inking. And there you have it. Obviously, you wanted to, you could add some cute hairstyle or an outfit. I'm going to be having a hairstyle video come out soon, so if you guys are interested in these tutorials, please make sure to give me a like. That way I know to make more. But that is the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, or ding the bell to receive notifications. See you guys! Bye!